What's the word? What's the word? How coming? I ain't gonna lie, like, since the last video that Squeeze Benz nigga, he kind of got me a little intrigued in their lifestyle. Like, they movement and, you know, what they got going and shit like that. Like, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, like, that's hard, bro. Like, and the only reason I'm saying that, bro, cause don't get me wrong, I'm not saying go out here and do it because you can lose your life doing this, but I'm saying, like, this take balls, it take, like, this right here like, this a grown man game right here, gang. Like, yeah, like, it's kids doing this shit, but like you gotta really know what come with doing what he doing. Like, he really putting his life on the line every day he get on that road. Like, it's already dangerous enough you putting your life on the road driving regular. Like, you can drive in the speed limit, but even Mo, he driving, you see what I'm saying? Like, he really getting active. But why the police can't stop swimmers? I guess that's what they call it. Yeah. But before we get to the video, we gonna pray. See what I'm saying? We ain't even gotta pray. We just gonna get a mama sunshine. I know how I get. Amen. Let's do it.
Ever scrolled through your feed and seen those insane videos? Cars weaving through traffic like they're playing a real-life video game?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I told y'all in the last video, bro. He really playing a set of course in real life.
Cutting up in traffic trend that's absolutely blowing up recently, with names like Squeeze Benz and License becoming almost legendary. These guys have some serious driving skills, no doubt. But let's be real, they're also dicing with danger, risking not just their own lives, but everyone else's on the road for those insane clips.
Fuck. That nigga Neon down there shitted himself.
Dicing with danger, risking not just their own lives, but everyone else's on the road for those insane clips. So, the big question everyone's asking.
Damn, this. And then bro, I ain't gonna lie, this is what I fuck with too. Like, they be on some anonymous shit with it too. Like, you don't never know who behind the mask. Like, you don't never know who this is. I mean, I don't know. I heard they be stealing, you know, they be striking shit too. I don't know, but I fuck with it. Like, they ain't never heard, you know, violent or nothing like that. Like, they just having their way, having their fun. Like, I fuck with it. They get my salute. I fuck with it. Even, like I say, bro, I do disagree with, you know, the road, because, like, you putting other people's life in danger. So it's like I never will agree with putting other people's life in danger, but the way you doing it, bro, you popping it, bro. Just don't do it forever, gang, because one day you will get in an accident, bro. You ain't gonna, you know.
Why aren't these guys behind bars already? And how on earth do they always get to drive these expensive cars? Huh? I mean, this is the USA, right? Land of traffic cameras on every corner and cops seemingly everywhere. How do these swimmers, as they call them,
bro, niggas can't catch them, bro. You try to catch a nigga driving that car like that, bro. You not catching them, gang. I'm not finna, man.
Themselves manage to pull off these runs day after day without getting caught. Let's break it down together in today's video. But first, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos covering the most famous swimmers. But before we dive into the tricks these swimmers use to evade getting caught, let's take a look at what law enforcement can do to track these guys down, and why it's not as easy as it may seem. First, let's talk about the perception of surveillance. Yeah, the US has a lot of cameras. But are they really the all-seeing eye that can track a specific car doing 100, weaving through 5 lanes of rush hour traffic and follow it all the way home? The reality is a bit more complex. Think about it. Traffic cameras are often focused on intersections for red light violations or monitoring general traffic flow.
Hold on, bro. We gotta pause, bro. This BMW so fucking raw, game. This house so raw, bro. This bitch. I need this. This bitch is raw, bro. Bro, these niggas got money, bro. Y'all gotta get me rich, bro.
The resolution might not always be high enough to clearly identify a license plate, especially at high speeds or in bad weather. Plus, the sheer volume of traffic in major metropolitan areas makes it like finding a needle in a haystack for law enforcement to manually track a single vehicle in real time through this network. But what about general police presence, you might ask? While you might see patrol cars, the resources needed to dedicate officers to specifically monitor for and pursue these high-speed traffic violators across a sprawling city are immense. Police departments have to prioritize calls based on severity, and while cutting up is dangerous, it might not always be the top priority in a city dealing with more immediate threats. Furthermore, the very nature of the offense.
That's why I'm saying in certain cities, like they not playing that. And if you do get pulled over, nigga, you're going to jail, gang. I'm talking about for not even a long time, but you getting fines, you getting tickets, you getting jail time, bro. Bro. If they catch you, yes, bro. This ain't New York. We is in the South. I'm talking about for people where I'm in Texas. They don't play that. Like they're not doing that, bro.
Fence makes it difficult to address. Cutting up is often a short burst of intense activity. These drivers might engage in the danger.
That's why I'm saying, my fault, y'all. I'm finna stop pausing it, but bro, a short burst of activity is not. A short burst of adrenaline is never worth your life, bro. Never, gang. Like never, gang.
Dangerous behavior for a few minutes to get their footage and then quickly blend back into normal traffic or disappear altogether.
Slow. So we're good. Let's look.
And that's what I think be the damn. This nigga driving he driving a Ford Fusion. But look, shout out to the niggas that do this shit and don't be on it just for clips. Cause like when I got introduced to this shit, bro, it was a nigga that's just how he drove. Like it wasn't, oh no, he doing it for a video. Like that's when I feel like the fun gets taken out of it and more accidents start happening whenever it's like, cause you trying to show out for the camera. If you love doing it, just pop it how you pop it without the camera. You see what I'm saying? Cause first of all, if it ain't no cameras, ain't nobody gonna know about you doing it. You never gonna get in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta record everything though.
We get off at this exit. Let's go get off at this exit. Did we lose the cops? Let's get off at this exit.
This hit and run style makes it incredibly challenging for law enforcement to react in time to intercept them. Even if a report comes in.
Like, did you see this shit, gang? This is a video game, bro. Like, peep this Beamer back here. This shit sexy too. He not even like this nigga see it and immediately take off.
Challenging for law enforcement to react in time to intercept them. Even if a report comes in, the individual could be miles away or have already switched vehicles by the time officers arrive in the area. So we touched on the sheer difficulty of tracking these guys, but let's dig a little deeper into what law enforcement is actually up against when they do spot someone pulling these driving maneuvers. It's not as simple as just flipping on the lights and sirens and giving chase. There are a lot of factors that come into play, and police work in these situations is governed by strict protocols designed to protect everyone, not just the officers involved. One of the biggest hurdles are our strict departmental guidelines. Many police departments in the US have very clear rules about engaging in high-speed pursuits, especially for non-violent offenses like reckless driving. The risk of a high-speed chase causing an accident that injures or kills innocent bystanders is a major concern.
Okay, so that's really the main reason so it's like, it's fucked up because it's like, the police, they can't really chase how they want to because it's like they gonna put the civilians in danger. But the person that's cutting up, you're one cut away from death. So like, it's really your choice. You see what I'm saying? Like, either you could die. Never mind. I don't even want to speak that into existence. Knock on wood, y'all. Knock all on wood. My fault, y'all. I'm tripping.
Departments often prohibit risky maneuvers like intentionally bumping or ramming a suspect vehicle at high speeds unless there's an imminent threat of serious harm to others. This means officers can't always just force these swimmers off the road, even if they have the opportunity. And perhaps the most critical element is the constant risk assessment that officers have to perform in real time. Even if a police officer witnesses someone swimming through traffic live, they have to immediately weigh the potential outcomes of initiating a pursuit. Do they chase after the driver, potentially escalating the dangerous behavior and pushing them to drive even more recklessly in an attempt to escape? Or do they decide to hold back, allowing the suspect to get away in that moment, but potentially preventing a high-speed collision that could kill someone? It's a split-second decision with life or death stakes, and officers are trained to prioritize public safety above all else. Sometimes the safest option is to not pursue. Now, let's get back into the minds of these swimmers and look at some of the specific tactics they use to stay ahead of the game. Because it's not just about driving fast, it's about knowing the urban landscape and utilizing technology to their advantage.
Oh my mom, that's what I'm saying. They working these cars, gang, differently than how a normal civilian is, gang. They really doing something under the hoods to this car, gang. The car not moving like that on its own, bro. You're not buying no car and just going to go do that, bro. He's shaking ass in traffic, gang. Like I'm telling you, bro. He really shaking ass in traffic.
Importantly, the art of vanishing.
Literally, gang, these niggas go, you know, on Instagram how you can swipe up vanish mode. This how these cars do, gang.
Key aspect is their route knowledge. These drivers often operate in specific areas they know intimately. They've likely scouted out shortcuts through residential access roads, pedestrian zones, which...
And bro, my fault for calling y'all, but they in New York, bro. Like, from what I see on the internet, New York is packed, bro. If niggas is raking on highways that ain't even packed, imagine a nigga trying to go in New York. Like, look at this road, gang. I know niggas that'll wreck a bike on this strip. Like, come on, gang.
Of course, adds another layer of danger, or even construction sites. This allows them to quickly disappear from main roads and potentially lose any pursuing officers who aren't familiar with these alternative routes. It's almost like they've rehearsed their escape routes, knowing exactly where to turn and where the dead ends are. Beyond just knowing the roads, they also leverage technical aids.
What that is? Oh, okay.
It's highly probable that many of these drivers use radar and LiDAR detectors.
Radar.
These devices can warn them in
my
advance
God.
when law enforcement is using
God.
speed measuring equipment, giving them precious seconds to potentially slow down or alter their behavior before being clocked, or alternatively, speed off anyway. Apps like Waze have become invaluable tools for these individuals. Waze relies on user-generated real-time traffic information, and that includes reports of police presence. This means swimmers can often get live updates on the locations of marked and unmarked patrol cars.
Oh, it's an app out here that tell motherfuckers if the police is active or not. Damn. He drifting that bitch on the road.
Cars in their vicinity, allowing them to adjust their routes and avoid areas with a heavy police presence. It's a constant cat and mouse game, where technology plays a significant role on both sides. Another important part of how they operate is the prep work. They scope out the highways beforehand. You'll often have other drivers involved, acting like scouts. They're checking out the best spots for their swims. They look for stretches of road with seriously
Damn, they really be working like a team out here. Like, I gotta salute.
heavy traffic, so the video looks wild, with tons of lanes to weave through. And of course, they're also checking out where there might be fewer cops around or where it's easy to make a quick getaway. There's also other preparations, like always wearing masks, helmets, or suits to make it hard for cameras
See, that shit live, I fuck with that, gang. Like, motherfucker stay anonymous. Like, you would never see his face. Like, I fuck with that. That shit right, bro.
to identify them. And let's not forget the immediate aftermath, the actual vanishing act. Because once the swim session is over and the cameras have stopped recording, what happens next? It's highly probable they have pre-planned staging areas or even safe houses where they can quickly switch vehicles. Imagine pulling into a discreet garage or a less trafficked side street and hopping into a completely different car, instantly changing their profile. They might also have a change of clothes or even alter their appearance quickly to further throw.
Bro, what just happened? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Every video I see, bro be on some cool shit. Even when he wrecked with Quan, bro be on some cool shit. But what the fuck just happened to Buddy? Like, he just hit his shit? And everybody else seeming to be getting the memo. What is he doing?
Switch vehicles. Imagine pulling into a discreet garage
Like, what are you doing? Like, look at bro, like, looking at him, like, what are you doing?
or a less trafficked side street and hopping into a completely different car, instantly changing their profile. They might also have a change of clothes or even alter their appearance quickly to further throw off any potential witnesses or lingering law enforcement. This focus on the immediate escape and blending back into the urban fabric is crucial to their continued evasion. So, when you piece it all together, it becomes clear why catching these swimmers is such a monumental task for law enforcement.
Damn.
The combination of limited real-time surveillance capabilities, strict pursuit guidelines, the sheer volume of traffic, and the deliberate efforts of these drivers to remain anonymous and strategically plan their stunts creates a perfect storm of elusiveness. For the foreseeable future, it's likely this trend will continue, simply because the logistical hurdles for police to consistently stop it are so significant. However, it's important to remember that there's always an element of chance involved. Despite all their precautions, these individuals are still breaking the law in a very public way, and eventually...
Damn, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's the goods and the bads, bro. But seeing shit like that make a nigga not see no goods in this shit, bro. That's a family, bro. Like, that's a person or that's a child that just got on the streets. You never know, gang. Like, your reckless behavior could be somebody's demise. Like, that's selfish. Like, that ain't cool. Like, And I know it wasn't on purpose, but it's like that's what come with that. So that's why I'm saying, like, damn, bro.
It's important to
I hope everybody was okay.
remember that there's always an element of chance
What was he trying to get through? Let me see.
involved. Despite all their precautions, these
Damn, bro.
individuals are still breaking the law in a very public way, and eventually, someone might just get unlucky. Take the case of the well-known swimmer, Squeeze Benz. While he managed to evade authorities for a significant period,
Oh, this who we was just watching on the last video.
he was eventually apprehended. Interestingly, his arrest wasn't the result of a dramatic high-speed chase. Instead, law enforcement was able to connect him to his online identity through a combination of factors, including his distinctive online presence and eventually a traffic stop for a less extreme violation. This allowed them to positively identify him and bring him in. It serves as a reminder that even with careful planning, the risk of getting caught is always there, whether through a stroke of bad luck or persistent investigative work. But what do you think about all this? Is it just a matter of time before more of these drivers face the consequences, or will they continue?
I ain't gonna lie, they be mad as shit when they can't, like, when the police can't catch them, they be mad as shit. That nigga down there mad as shit. But nah, gang, I ain't gonna lie, like I said in the last video, bro, like, these little niggas is ruthless, gang. Like, they gonna keep doing their thing. We can't tell them to stop doing what they're doing. But, like, all we can do is just tell their ass be safe with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So watch full of it. I'm gonna leave IGV in the description. Y'all be safe, gang. And you niggas be safe out there on that road, gang.